Holly, you had Holiday on Plug Talk.
Who I like because her name sounds like both holiday and hollandaise sauce. Holiday.
Hollandaise. Is that what you put on an Eggs Benedict?
Yes.
Okay. I do like Eggs Benedict when I'm hungover.
I don't know what it is, but it tastes good.
I don't know if I would like to fuck Holiday when I'm hungover. That sounds overwhelming. But you mentioned to me, you asked me when we were on the Plug Talk couch, what it would take for me to double team a chick with you on camera. And I want to ask you this. If you were the check cutter, the money man, for a Plug Talk scene involving me, you, and some female talent of our choice, what kind of check would you cut me to do my porn debut?
See, we don't normally pay the performers.
I know. This time you do, though.
Okay. They put it on their OnlyFans. It's a content trade situation.
This is different.
You're asking me how much we would be able to pay you if you were to actually I really don't know. I don't know like how many people are out there that want to see this kind of thing. I mean, maybe like we could afford to give you a couple $1,000, but I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like I would rather just pay Swolby.
You for two reasons. You for two reasons. A couple thousand?
I mean, like, what is it really worth? Like that's normal porn rates.
Dude, I think I'm not a normal porn star.
I know, and I feel like in a lot of ways you might be less valuable than a normal porn star.
Dude, I put asses in seats. I put eyeballs on screen. If you and I, here's the problem. There would be a large contingent of my fan base who would probably pirate it. That would be the main downside.
That occurred to me.
But I think of the people who watch Sledgelords, I still get hit up by a lot of people about Sledgelords. It's got, I don't know if you've seen that, but I feel like it's got a cultish following.
Yeah.
I feel like they would pay premium prices, maybe up to $100 a head to watch you and I throat insert name here.
Okay, let's take you out of the equation. And
I don't like that so far.
Let's say that I got Brendan Schaub's porn debut.
Oh, man.
How much do you think?
Man.
Like, how much is that worth? To
More
me?
than mine.
How many fans of his who know about him, hate him, love him, etc.? How many people are really going to show up to watch him? I don't really think it's that high a percentage. Even if you were to go like to some of the most popular creators, Kyle from Nelk.
Oh.
How many of his fans really want to see him? I don't know.
I think a lot. I think
probably a decent amount. Yeah.
I think a lot. I think the hierarchy there is definitely Kyle at the top, Brendan Schaub number 2, me number 3. I'll be humble in that regard. But I'm curious, the industry of OnlyFans, I'm wondering, have you seen any decline in the amount of revenue that women are able to command?
Well, for us, like I've only been doing Plug Talk for like 2 years. But that being said, I believe that the pandemic was the high point for all porn creators. Like things got really out of control when people had that much time to be at home beating off and tons of new girls were getting into it. I assume that there's some degree of that, but I don't really know that much about how much individual girls have had their paychecks kind of degrade over time. You would think that dudes on average would get a little bit more particular as time went by, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into it. But let's talk about your girlfriend licking my butthole.
I was already close to walking out of here as it was.
Holiday.
But you bring that shit up again, and that's disrespectful of a tone, dude.
How many times have you had sex with Holly?
Should I be honest here?
Yeah.
Only because I feel like she wouldn't care, but a couple of times.
Nice. That's dope.
You like that?
That's a good number. Couple.
That's 2.
Especially since I know you have a refractory period of like multiple days.
Like a koala bear or something? You're basing this off nothing, first of all. I have a refractory period of like a couple of weeks because this is how I work. I'm usually pretty head down, focused on my work, but then I will be overtaken by like a fever of lust. And for a couple of days, all I can see is the color pink.
See, that's me all the time.
It's distracting.
Prior to my relationship and everything, I used to be on a pussy mission every night of my life and sometimes during the day.
Yeah, well, also, it's easy to get pussy out of your system when your job is to fuck it 3 times a week.
No, I'm
Women
saying
other than your wife.
Now it's different, but I'm just saying, like, back when I was a single man running around these streets, it took its toll on me.
Yeah.
Mentally.
No, definitely. Because everything about chasing pussy is at odds with productive things in your life. Usually what goes hand in hand with chasing pussy? Drugs and alcohol.
Exactly.
Terrible hours.
Yeah.
Spending money. It's like the antithesis of success. It's the last thing a man trying to make something of himself should become obsessed with. There are some upsides to it.
So your girlfriend was on her knees giving me head on that Plug Talk couch, and I start to do.
I will throw this in your face right now.
I start to do a little motion.
It's about 80 degrees.
Start to lift my leg, and she thinks that I'm trying to get her to sit on top of me and ride my dick.
Yeah, what were you actually trying to do?
I'm not. I'm trying to get my ass licked. I don't know if you forgot, but I told you beforehand that I was going to go in the bathroom, and it actually ended up on your Patreon. Pause. But I took the baby wipes, and I was jamming the baby wipes halfway up my asshole because I was really trying to make sure that I had a nice clean area for her to tongue down, and she did. So that was very nice of her.
Yeah, it hurt enough when you actually did it in person, but you bringing it up now is completely uncalled for and over the line.
I also feel like I might have kissed her more than I've ever kissed a girl that I did a scene with, just because, I don't know, the ass licking plus the fact that I knew you were in the other room.
Trying to get in desperately. You had to move the Coke machine to block the door.
No, it was a fridge, but I jiggled the fridge and moved the fridge right in front of the door so that you wouldn't be able to get in.
Listen, dude, do you want to catch these fists outside?
Do
you want to get these bony paws on your chin?
I'm trying to help Holly win. I'm trying to make sure that Holly
but
blows up further through licking my asshole. It's crazy that works.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Because there's going to be some trickle-down money if she's my new sugar mama. But you don't have to keep rubbing it in my face like she rubbed her face in your asshole on Friday. It's a dick move, bro.
If you're at the point in your life where you and Holly are able to, you're able to tolerate her porn career, and then she's able to tolerate the fact that you will fuck some other girls from time to time, and you're able to have that kind of relationship where she'll just come over and be able to spend time with you, satisfy you, whatever in that regard, I think you should lean into that. And I don't think you should let the fact that she was tongue deep in my asshole, I don't think you should let that stop you from enjoying her company.
It's the lingo, Adam. It's tongue deep in my ass. Did you have to paint that vulgar picture for us? You could have said,
for the audience, yes.
You could have just said, don't let the fact that I received analingus distract you. Though even that, it's hard to describe ass licking in any way that's flattering, isn't it?
Okay. So say I was doing, I consider myself very good at this. I take a lot of pride in this. Let's say that I was in a cafe with a couple other industry people.
I don't like where this is going, but okay.
We were talking about shooting an ass-eating scene.
Yeah.
I would call it a rimming scene. I would say the rim scene.
That's better.
Well, we all have all these different words.
Yes.
Say talent instead of, massive dicked male.
Yeah.
We say all these different things that we've created so that we can kind of talk about it in mixed settings without having to seem offensive.
Sure, and I wish you would have used that lingo when you were speaking to me about Holly Day, but you chose not. I think it was a conscious choice.
I feel like you're turned on by her porn career. I feel like you belong in the Cut Club with me and Destiny and Sneeko. Do you want to join?
That's good company, man. I wouldn't hate that.